Having said that, if I see any trade ideas or potential setups, I am going to be watching price along with. So I'm going to be watching NQ along with SQQQ, which is just SQs. So and then I'll be watching ES for SMTs. So even though I won't be trading, I will be doing you know uh, doing the other stuff. Morning, everybody. Ozzy's mom just joined us. What's up? How's Ozzy? Desiree, what's going on? Good morning, bright and early. That's what I love to see. ESX, YP, Colette, have another good day. I know you said yo, I know you meant yo, let's have another good day. Yeah, yo, seriously, let's have another good day. We're gonna crush this as we always do. Nah, you're probably just like getting to the desk, rubbing your eyes, haven't even had breakfast yet. So, you know. Now we're gonna kick ass today. We're gonna I'm just saying, life-changing money is there to be made on the stock market. And everyone who's starting to trickle in right now, everyone who's with us, especially the early birds, you guys are the ones that want it. You guys are the ones that want to be able to sit there at 8 a.m. and see your perfect setup with the Tril framework. You want to be able to catch that. You want to be able to spot an LAF on the 5-minute. You know what I mean? And wait patiently. And then, you could take trades when the market's open with us. You wait till someone calls it out. And you can also, the whole point of this is so you can fish on your own. But, like, we're here to turn everyone into freaking, everyone's a professional trader. We got this. That's all. That's all I gotta say. That SQQQ is looking incredibly bullish, at least for now. We do have SMTs at the lows here with ES, so I would expect a retrace to at least 22,695. Just to zoom in on the 1-hour chart, and say that the 1-hour chart starts making it look foolish. As far as I'm concerned, the 1-hour chart, we have hit relative equal lows. So, but I don't know, the fact that we ducked below the 120, we could see some more downside movement. But as of right now, I'm just gonna stay neutral since this is probably the most choppy. This is like the choppiest time right here between now and open. So I'm just chilling, watching, forward testing. Oh, Frankie. First of all, Frankie, nice chart. Look at you with the daily FVG in there. Okay, I see what you're talking about. It looks like there is a little bit of shift of structure on the daily chart. You're absolutely right. Flip over to my chart so I can see what you're looking at too. Yeah, we're officially riding the 5 EMA on the daily chart. It looks like we smacked those all-time highs and then started getting a little bit of reversal. I see exactly where your that fair value gap lays. It's quite possible that we can get it, presuming that the fair value gap that you have on your chart actually starts around 22,382, which is one full standard deviation below the current range I have us drawn out on off of the 65-minute chart. So yeah, looking bearish into the day is not the worst idea at all. Again, we just gotta wait and see what the 15 wants to do, what the 1 hour wants to do, see if we get any kind of reversal, which it looks like we might be getting here. Then again, this could just be a run into open or some sort of trap. Even if I hadn't taken trades pre-market, wouldn't have an entry to go long. It would have been low risk, or it would have been high risk, low reward if I had entered at the 901 candle when the 5 and the 30 uncoupled from themselves and flipped green. It's just a matter of what this thing wants to give us. Oh, 150K giveaway today. That. All sorts of things happening in the Juicy Trade server. This place is just home for me, guys. Also, Frankie, another reason I think you're not wrong is that it would be easier to get up back to the highs if we do have some sort of healthy pullback. It's just to go straight up in one direction or straight down. Rather, to go straight up with no stopping, or straight down with no stopping and no bounce, like that's just a sign of a completely out of whack, unhealthy market. And I'm glad that yesterday we got a little bit of a healthy retracement. So let's see what that brings us going into today. I'm pretty excited. Gotta love Discord and their mic issues. Sorry, I just had to leave and come back.
You can see the smoke bombs in the distance, and police have been firing pepper spray to try and disperse this crowd. Hundreds of protesters have gathered here, and now police are trying to push them back to keep the peace.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Victory!
Billions and billions and billions and billions and billions and billions and
Victory! Unbeatable!
That's what I'm talking about! That's why he's the MVP! That's why he's the GOAT! The GOAT!
Victory! Unbeatable!
Money, money, money!
What's going on, everybody? Hope everybody's well. If you guys hear me, what's up, everybody? Everybody's popping in. Got a lot going on today. Let's go ahead and kick it off, guys. If you guys can hear me, if you're super late, let's go ahead and get YouTube done. If you guys can hear me and see my screen, you should be looking at NASDAQ chart daily on the chart. Frankie, you pretty much have what I have outlined as I was going through everything. We're going to break it down here in detail with everybody. What's up, KSCDF? Twitter and gifts and everybody. If you're in the building, hit me in Triple H. What's up, Trav? What's up, Frankie? What's up, Frank? We got Frank and Frank. What's up, Mer? What's up, Tom? What's up, Frank? Kid Dynamite. Yeah. D Money and everybody else that's watching. To Twitter, what's going on, everybody? Twitter will join us. So again, if what you say on the panel, if you're part of my panel, will be
Are you the real beat?
broadcast. We got about 200.
Oh, what up, Twitter?
We got about 214 watching us now. We just kicked this off, so again, I'm expecting us to go upward to 1,000. We're going to be giving away an Apex 50K account towards the end of the stream. So sit tight, got a lot planned. Ready for the charts and the 555. Things down slightly here now. All right. So yeah, so keep this. This is what's going on. We've been bullish prior, and I'm not saying I'm bearish, I'm still bullish. This was a draw of liquidity that I just drew. Let's clean this up before we get going. This right here was a draw of liquidity. And so was this. This was the all-time high print right here. This was the all-time high print. So the market has completed its objective. Like its objective was to get to these two levels. So now that we're at these two levels, I'm still in bullish structure on this higher time frame, but I am expecting, again, we covered in the LPS mentorship on lesson 3, we covered market cycles. After we tag certain objectives, we will switch cycles. So we're leaving this all-time high. We're going to move into a daily retracement cycle. So my downside targets, and again, not saying that I'm expecting price to, fall off the face of the earth, but I would expect price to go into this particular range here. All right. Now, with that being said, this might be my standard deviations. If it is okay. Point of matter is to this particular range between this low and this high. In between that particular range is between that low and that high, you got the 50% at this particular block. You also have the pink line on my chart is the 21 EMA. So that makes a good area for price to pull back into. Okay. So from here, we're going to drop down to the 1 hour chart. We'll clean that up so it looks better. We'll zoom in. Okay. So this right here is your daily order, is your daily block, your daily fair value gap. This is the top blue line I have from the daily chart. This is a market structure shift here on the hour. So market does shift structure here, puts in this very clean range between 850 range high, range low at 596. So again, you got a very clean range. As you zoom in even more to support that particular move down, you had a 1 hour inversion coming out of this 1 hour fair value gap. So again, pretty much order flow was bearish. However, we just swept this low. Okay. So what I want to see today, just off this, is price to move higher to go lower. Let me explain why. You got this 1 hour gap here. You find the 815 candle. Let's just drop down to a 1. You find the 815 candle, wherever it may be. This is going to be a data high. This is your data high. So we got data high in the building, got the 1 hour IFVG, and you swept the bottom of this range. So for me, what I would like to see is price to go get this data high. I want to see price go get this data high and then continue to go lower. All right. This would be the perfect area for sellers to come in. You also have this very clean low right here to target once we snag data high. So again, snagging data high. So again, we can frame a long, right? If you can find a long before the market opens or right at market open, I would look for price to cycle into that data high, which would frame, in my opinion, a clean long. And then after we sweep data high, if we can get a structure shift breaker on a lower time frame, or even if we run into this 1 hour IFEG again, I'd be looking short back down to this low and going back to the 1 hour chart, because the 1 hour chart is actually bearish. If we do lose this low here, if we lose this low here, we could come back down to this low. Okay. So my two low side targets are here. I'm just looking for an up move to start the fire. Okay. Now price is going to turn around and just go completely bullish here. We'll see it on the intraday tape, and we'll end up targeting these highs here. But we're not going to draw that out until we start to get back above that 1 hour IFEG. That makes sense to everybody? If that makes sense to you, hit me with a 333. I want price to go higher, to go lower. If you're confused about anything, hit me with a 5. That way we can go ahead and address it now. Twitter, if you got any questions, make sure you type out the questions below so that I can see. Besides that, I will be executing in front of you. I had to type this in. I'm not sure what this is. What happened? Anybody know why my thing look like this?
Whoa.
I can't trade like that.
Obviously that's just the DOM.
Can I get rid of the DOM?
Probably just hit the X. Yeah, I have no idea.
Top right, this one, right? If I hit close. Hold on. Maybe it's me. Give me 1 second. My TO joint. But I'm gonna go mute for a second. Guys, give me a second. I'm having a small thought. I'm having a small broker issue right now.
Sorry,
Guys, I'm having an issue with my broker, man. I might not be able to execute in front of you. This is BS, bro. Give me a second. Guys, I'm not sure if it's trade evade, but it won't let me trade. I got the data everywhere. It's an error.
I know that there isn't any kind of significant news till around 10. Oh, Tesla Q2 deliveries, 384,000 versus 389,000, and Microsoft to cut 9,000 workers in second wave of major layoffs. Yes, not financial advice, but this is why my IRA is littered with the stock AIYY, which is YieldMax's AI ETF income dividend stock. I freaking love AI. AI is gonna make me rich. AI is gonna make me rich, and then Skynet's gonna take over, and we're gonna have Terminator, so it'll be fine. In between that time, I would like to let AI make me rich.
Good morning, team. Hey, what was the data wick? But what was it for? I thought it was at 5:30. I'm sorry, 8:30. Okay.
And here we are. We're open. we also don't have SMTs with ES right here. It looks like ES is starting to sell, which leads me to believe that NQ could follow. Well, actually, there kind of were SMTs a little bit, but not enough to confirm a real one. But ES is starting to sell, and SQs are starting to get bought. But then again, we're only 4 minutes into market open with no real entry into that long at all, while we're sitting here just shopping. If you want to get technical, if they take their foot off the gas, they could run this to 22,705 back up to 12:30 a.m. highs at 22,781. We got them dumping SQs right now, which could mean that they're gonna they're gonna take their foot off the gas for NQ. And as I say that, the 1 minute candle just shot up about maybe 10 points. So we're looking for target 1 to be 22,705. Trade idea, I would only do this with micros, maybe 3 max. Trade idea, you could try going long here with potential delivery to 705, but I'd wait till we bounced into an FVG before entering your position, because you would want the lowest risk entry possible with the highest reward. We haven't exactly gotten the setup right now, which is exactly why I'm just calling it a trade idea, and not a very good one. I'd give this one I'd grade this one I give this one a B minus right here. The 1 minute chart, we got short-term relative equal highs at 22,718. SQs still selling. ES getting bought back up. I'm expecting ES to potentially at least get back up to his VWAP at 6248. But NQ is definitely the leader today. Oh, look. That B minus setup I just spoke about turned into A plus, or turned into a B plus A minus situation. back. You said 780 and I said 781 just before. Jesus, it's like we're I'm just saying it's like we trade very similarly and look at similar things. Oh my god. Yeah, I remember doing that with my spies, 0 DTEs. Well, currently we're trading between the halfway and the 61.8% retracement of the current FIB range. AKA, if you go by FIBs a lot, we're in the what is known as the golden zone. So we could start chopping in here until the next macro. Really. Outside the macro. EF starting to chop. Nice, good job. EF starting to get bought with a little bit more volume. Could be getting a potential shift of structure on the 1 hour. SQ's very bearish. Yeah, SQ's is very bearish. A breaker for the upside or for the downside? Yeah, we got to break that 932 candle to the downside. Well, it's a good thing VWAP's at 672. Yeah, I see that 661, where we got some relative equal lows in this little box that we're trading in. See that break, see 652 break, and then see 654 break. Then we could consider things flipping bearish, but right now, I wouldn't even bring my surfboard out into the water because it's way too choppy. You see boats getting knocked over from all the wind and stuff. So just keep your surfboards waxed, dude, and wait for the waves to come. Did I really just do that? I really just did that. I really just did that.
Yeah, it was a
Yeah,
quick pre-market actually, and I got in kind of late, so nothing I could do. Thanks, man.
hey man, Skrilla, good trade. Like I posted earlier, I got that short in pre-market around 8:34 in the morning.
Nice work, man. Just get a little piece, and
Look,
we're good.
I took my $300 and said I'm good. I'm just gonna call price. Speaking of calling price,
Yeah, that
ES
300 over multiple accounts adds up quick.
exactly. We got ES and NQ looking like they're back in. Oh, there it goes. NQ just took off as ES and NQ are back in sync. SQQQ is being sold off into the gulag. I repeat, SQQQ is being sold off into the gulag with a lot of volume. We should be pumping here, even though we are outside the macro. Short-term relative equal highs hit at 719. I'd expect the next targets upside 736, 763, and then 280 slash 281 if this continues. Yeah, no, missing the bus is just one of those things that you have to accept, You're gonna have to wait you're gonna have to wait till your mom can get like 10 minutes off of work so she can take you to school. So, you'll get there eventually, but what we're looking for here is to make sure that everybody takes moves with optimal trade entry, OTE, lowest risk possible for the highest reward. You don't want to look at a 1-to-1 potentially. What you want to look for is at least 1-to-2. I'm starting to look for 1-to-2.5 RR, 1-to-3 RR, things like that. But if it looks like there's too much risk to get in, listen to your gut. Do you want to throw that risk on the table and potentially lose anywhere? Let's see. So my stop loss takes me out at $250 loss. Other people's stop losses could be different. You can be like I used to and be undisciplined and move your stop and get, you want to get nuked for $1,000, be my guest. Of course, I don't want that to happen to anyone, so please don't be my guest and do that. Exactly. We're battling it here at short-term relative equal highs of the 1 minute. SQs is also battling short-term relative equal lows, and ES, we are now completely caught up. It looks like we might be developing SMTs. ES and NQ super choppy right now as we are inside of the next macro. Fun fact, SQQQ is chopping as well, so it looks like we're just choppy all around the board. The only thing on the book at Forex Factory is today at 10:30. We got crude oil inventories. 8:15 in the morning was what caused a bit of a sell-off. We had ADP non-farm employment change. It was forecast at 99K and came in at negative 33K. So there's that. But yeah, we got crude oil at 10:30, like I said. But we are the three things I watch. Two of them just being Confluence for NQ. If we're chopping on all three, that means my hands are in my pockets. Remember, folks, the futures markets close at 5 p.m. So you've literally had since like 6 p.m. last night. But in terms of New York Open, yeah, we have just opened, and there's no need to be like, oh my god, because X, how many times going, oh my god, has it gotten you smacked in the face? Do you want that to happen again? No. Dear Bernie Madoff, can we please get a sweep of liquidity? Thank you. Signed, your forever NQ Degen traders. Hey, you want to start a biker game called like Degen NQs? Oh, hang on a second. I might have something. ES is getting sold. Actually, a lot of momentum just came into that 1 minute candle on ES. Checking. No, there's nothing in there. Looks like there. ES just broke point of control to the downside. We're almost at the bottom of its range again. And as I say that, it chops back up.
Okay. Y'all on Twitter, if I don't have sound, make sure you guys remind me because I'm streaming in multiple different things. The restream is different than Discord. I'm talking away over here in Discord. Everybody. So far for me, no executions just yet. Need something that I like. Something juicy on the screen. Can't get anything juicy on the screen. I don't want it. Everybody in the team, call out positions. Long, short, flat. Right in Discord.
Flatter than a pancake.
We are in the trending market. So again, in the trending bullish market, what do we want to see? Sweep of lows. You just took this high here, though. Which is cool. I like these high areas here. I want it to sweep this low. Let it drop. Oh, man, wife brought me my breakfast.
Got breakfast this morning?
Breakfast delivered.
Oh,
Nice.
good job.
It's a good day.
Steak and eggs?
Yeah. Waiting on the coffee. In the pancakes. No trade on the day for me. I can't get a setup just yet. I just have an expansion link higher. I know some people on Twitter are going to go crazy. But God, we're supposed to be the best. We're supposed to be the best. We're supposed to trade every tick. I guess that's what people think. How?
Trade every tick, you're gonna blow your account faster than.
Well, I guess that if you're considered great at trading, they probably want you to buy here, right? Sell there, and then let's say sell here, right? And then they probably want you to buy here and sell here, right? They probably expect you to also buy here and then sell here. If your executions ain't looking like that, you ain't the great. Twitter standpoint.
Yeah, no facts. Like, you could scalp this stuff, but you're only gonna be able to get what, like 3 point, 5 point scalps max. I mean,
In my opinion, we're still going to extend. I just wanted it to sweep this low. We didn't get that low. So I might have to take it out. We're definitely coming to get this. Even this is very clean. These two highs are definitely on the menu today. It's just I can't get in. I don't have no inversion. I'm about to sit here and bitch and moan. Some type of pullback that can allow me to get into the trade. I can't risk capital. You know, trading outside of my setup is against my religion. Just that simple. I can't. I can't fuck around. I need my setup to trade. Towards the end of the stream, we're giving out 150K account for Apex. When we giving out 150K account for Apex was the end of the stream. Oh, that's honestly a code you can use. Any size Apex account doesn't have to be. You know I like 50s.
the trading in conditions like these also lead to your emotions running wild, because you're like, oh, it's gonna go, oh, it's not gonna go. It goes up a few points and you're in some profits, then it comes back, you know, a little bit, but then it goes back into profits. You wind up like getting super emotional. You think it's gonna take off. You move your stop loss. All of a sudden, something could happen on the market, and wham, that stop loss that you moved, that could be 500, that could be 1,000, whatever the case may be. But that stop loss that you moved just nuked you, and you're gonna get a really, you know, it feels horrible, even though it looks like we're about to start expanding. 736 would be target one. Not even target one. I'd want to see it break above 736 before any kind of real continuation. ES is starting to get bought, so we've got that going on. So NQ and ES are back coupled up. SQQQ is being sold at the same time, which leads me to believe that we could continue going up.
Target one hit. Well, target was hit.
We needed to hit that and then open above it for confirmation. So for right now, we'll just say that it was hit. Thank you, X.
Yeah, I need a pullback, man. Need me a pullback.
Yeah, we need to pull back to at least 705 and bounce from there. It would be great if we got a pullback to 681. And possibly even short-term relative equal lows sitting right at 636. But it does look like we have shifted structure on the 1 hour and 15.
Just gonna have to wait, son. It's annoying. Waiting is annoying. So annoying. But
Yeah,
trading is waiting. Waiting is trading.
Trading.
Trading is waiting. Waiting is trading, bro.
That's up on my wall. Every time I'm like, oh snap. I look at the thing and I'm like, oh, snap. And then seeing that forces me to look at all my rules and just circle them, and then wait until conditions are met. Long already happened. The optimal trade entry happened very fast. I'd say it happened
pre-market
at yeah, I'd say it happened at 8:43. That reversal. You would have had to have you would have had to have had some serious confidence in that. Either that or at 9:01 when we had this that candle that sold back down but popped back up, because that's exactly where that's where my 5 and 20. Oh, that's where 5 and 30 diverged and the cloud flipped green. So that was your optimal trade entry there, and so was probably if you had entered longs between 920 and 930, small size, that would have been the optimal trade entry. Also, looking back on it now, that's why we call it back testing. And then it just started taking off, not really leaving you an entry. You could have gotten back in at the 941 candle, but you know, we'd already extended. Yeah, there was no real entry according to Tril model. It would have just had to have been it would have just had to have been hey, we're here at the lows, we're more than likely gonna reverse, and that would have been your entry, and that would have been your trade thesis without a real without any framework really set around it.
Yeah, so I don't got nothing right now. We let it go. Well, play.
Hey, buddy, you're right, X.
Good afternoon, sir.
Hey, Vader.
How are you?
Afternoon, morning. Yeah, good, thanks. You?
Just chilling. There's been no execution. No real optimal trade entry. Nothing according to Tril model. I know Skrilla went long pre-market. I went short at 8:34 in the morning. Since then, there's been no real.
We called a leg of expansion, no entry. The expansion happened. The model entry was at like 9:04. But I'm not going to trade that pre-market.
Yeah, I went in pre-market and it took me out at break even. The Tesla news that came out at 9:01 deliveries.
Yeah.
And it shot down for a bit. Yeah, that took me out. I was at break even. I put my stop at break even. Perfect entry. It was in a macro, and that one candle took me out. And then after they just went up, and I just watched it go. And I've just been watching it go since.
I wasn't going to chase that, but there you go.
Nope. But to me, with this long move, even if I was still trading, and you know me, if I'm done for the day, but I see like the perfect setup, I will re-enter. There has been nothing that has been screaming at me like, "Hey Vader, take a trade." And for me, it's not about the potential money. And I say this like all the time, but no, we got Twitter listening too, so I'm just gonna say it for Twitter as well. I'm not looking to take a trade for the money that it's going to give me. I'm looking to take the trade that's going to be, to really simplify it, I'm looking for the trade that's going to be fun to be in. Chop isn't fun to be in. It's fun to be in it when when you catch the right direction. I want a trade that's going to be worry free. I want a trade that's just going to be. Exactly. I want a trade that's going to be fun. I don't want to be in something that's going to be boring or having me start to worry. I want it to be fun, whether we're going long or short. I want it to be fun. And if it doesn't feel like it's going to be fun for me, I'm just like, I'm not even bothering. Just not even bothering. There's no point. If it's not going to be fun, what's the point in doing it?
You 100% right, brother.
But what was really fun was that huge short yesterday, right? That was a fun trade. And it wasn't just because of the money that was made, right? The money that you make off of a trade that's fun is just the result of you waiting for a trade that you're going to enjoy being in. You dig what I'm saying? And then that's where the profits are from, as we're extending at the end of the macro. That's where the profits come from. The profits come from taking the trade that you're gonna have the most fun in, and that's it. That's where my psychology is at after at least 4.5 years. Finally.
That's good. Some good gems there, Vader. Good stuff there, mate.
Thanks, Slay.
Facts,
You
man.
know,
Facts.
I've listen. I paid 15 grand in market tuition. I better have learned something from that, you know. But you know, once you get to a certain point, you will make what you have what tuition has cost you back. Like, you will make that back. It just, how bad do you want to make it back? And then once you've made it back, how bad do you want to flip profitable and stay profitable? I know everyone on the panel and everyone in this server and everyone who's listening on Twitter, I know you guys want it bad because you're here and you're listening. Before I was a member of a panel, I was there and I was listening because I wanted it that bad. I wanted it so bad that my pursuit of this was and still is relentless. Like I said earlier, last weekend I was in the lab all weekend, back testing, and now I'm sitting here watching what I back tested. I'm watching that forward testing. I'm not in a trade. I'm not in a trade at all, but I'm forward testing. I'm forward testing this upgrade to my strategy that uses the Tril framework as confirmation. You dig what I'm saying? So, like, even if your hands are in your pockets and you're flat, this is a beautiful opportunity to forward test your strategies. You know what I mean? And not say to yourself, oh, I could have done this and I could have done that. You just look at it like, oh, okay, there's where the entry would be, there's where the exit would be, you know, and trade mentally. Trade a mental contract, if that makes sense. Trade a mental contract and see how you feel in that mental contract. Trading is just a state of mind. What state of mind do you want to be in when you're trading? Mic drop.
Mic drop. So we got an extension leg higher. Not really any opportunity for me here to get in.
Damn, Vader, you're coming out some words of wisdom there. What state of mind are you in when you're trading? Whoa, that's deep.
He woke up and chose.
Listen, man,
he woke up and chose knowledge today.
Compared to how I used to trade and the mentality that I used to have, I used to just look at it. To purely from a money aspect, not realizing that you have to look at it from the mechanical side in order for the money to happen. Greed is a powerful thing that will get you slapped around. And really, since there's been no entry and we're just chopping up, we're moving up. We're just chopping. There's no real volume. There's no news today.
You're moving up without a setup. So again, if you're indisciplined enough to wait for a setup, you will never win in this game. You will never win because your days with your P&L will never stay consistent. If you are affected by other people trading and making money while you're not, that means your external reality and the things you see will affect how you feel inside. That means you'll never be profitable. You have to be like a Zalin monk out here to be profitable, man. You have to let nothing affect you. Losses can't affect you. Other people can't affect you. You just have to be able to sit here and weather. Like, I got my feet on the desk. And the secret to understanding how you can wait for your setup is just look at your P&L. My P&L is very green this week. My P&L is very green last month. I'm sitting on my, you know what I mean? I'm chilling. So the way I look at it right now is, am I going to risk what I made this week on this overextended ass move? Or I could probably wait till tomorrow, or maybe in the PM session, catch another clean play and be chilling. That's the secret. Trading is waiting. Waiting is trading. You heard up.
That, and I also personally, I don't want to mess up my win rate.
Nope. Hell no. Especially when you work hard to get it to a certain level, you got the certain win rate, and it's cool to see the stats, because when you see the stats on the screen, My win rate is 70, 80, 90%, whatever it may be. I've won 5 trades and lost 1 trade. I've made $20,000, whatever. These are just generic examples. But when you see those statistics, it confirms to your subconscious that you can do it. So you feel great. You feel
Yeah, no,
amazing. You know what I mean?
I just not I think last week I opened up a help desk ticket with my funded futures just to see how much I've made since I've been with them. And remember, I've posted God knows how many payout certificates from Apex.
You have.
So I'm not even counting the money that I made from Apex, because Apex, honestly, the money I made from Apex repaid my market tuition and then flipped me profitable. But I got since I've been with my funded futures, uh I think I'm gonna have to update this, but I've been with my funded futures since October, give or take. My total let's see. Yeah, my total that I've made with them so far, probably about 25,000 since October. So yeah, and then I love looking at my stats. Like I said, honestly, I want to keep a big reason I want to keep my consistency is because of my stats. I don't want to, I don't want to lose that. Man, listen, you know how long it took to get an 83% win rate?
Long time.
Oh, uh, uh there's a European
But I'm
Central Bank
sure in that
conference.
83% win rate, you're doing a lot more waiting than you're doing a lot more of trading.
Yes.
100%.
A whole lot more.
100%.
Scott, that chart is beautiful, my dude.
If you long.
Oh, Trilla.
It's beautiful if you long.
It's beautiful if you're long. No, I'm just the way it's set up. That's a gorgeous chart, Scott. That is a gorgeous chart.
Guys, I got nothing, man. I just got the market extending. I didn't have the ability to trade it. The move happened pre-market. This is our upside target here. We'll see if we deliver. Have not executed. And there's days I don't execute. If I don't got an A+ setup, you gotta understand, man. This is how I feed my family, bro. Trade ain't worth the risk. I ain't putting it on. I should write that down. The trade ain't worth the risk. Why put the trade on?
This is how I buy this is how I go food shopping. This is how I get gas. This is how I get oil changes.
And gas more expensive now. You haven't noticed?
In fact, I'm feeling that now. Gas is what? It's up to like $3.19 by me. It was just $2.85 like a week and a half ago.
I'm at 320, 330
in Jersey.
Yeah, not all of Jersey, but where I'm at, where I live at in town, I noticed they do have higher gas prices. I think they do on purpose.
I mean, yeah, I do know where you're at, so.
Gangs, wait. That's what's happening right now. Look at the picture that Navi. It's 592. California is different.
Yo, California's
different.
Bullshit. Use my language.
Yeah. Well, you know, the difference between the normal gas and the premium isn't that bad. Usually when it's 592 like that, that should be like $7 for premium.
I will say the price difference between mid-grade and premium is fine.
Some places got a big difference. And again, guys, we just hanging out. I don't got nothing for you guys. Sorry.
We are in the macro though. X, if you could please so kindly explain to everybody the significance of the 1020 to 1040 macro?
Winning 20 to 40. This particular macro gives you three main functions, man. So again, it give you the market structure shift, and it give you the accumulation factor, or it give you manipulation. So if I'm looking for a sweep, that happened here. If I'm looking for a market structure shift, we're really bullish. I don't think we'll do that shit now. I will look for this to continue. And last but not least, manipulation, which is basically a sweep. We're so extended. I don't think this macro is going to have any effect. I think we're in full delivery. The 22, 78, 71 highs that are here. We're in full delivery mode there. So because of that delivery, I'm going to be looking higher. There's no pullback. There's nothing I can do here.
Nav's going for a world record?
Yeah, Nav. Big shout outs to Nav. Nav's going to be a bitch press champion.
Oh, let's go.
Yeah, he's in Vegas coming up soon.
Oh,
Nav,
go.
trader from our chat room. He's going to be competing in bench press.
Oh, my dude. Go crush that.
I can't get to Vegas this week. I got a kid. No more random getting on a plane going anywhere. It's gone. It's gone.
Yo, Nav, we all behind you on that one. You got the strength of the entire Juicy Trades family behind you. Wendy, with your name in orange, you already know the sauce that we cook up in here, and so does everyone else. And personally, I am always more than happy to share my sauce recipe. I did in the main chat. It was just a simplified, simplified conclusion of the lab studies, but like my sauce recipe is always available.
All right, price going to go up to 780, man. I might just call it, bro. If I can't get something or some pullback, I'm gonna call it. I will stream a PM session.
Oh, Frankie with the certificate. That is, yo.
What's this certificate? Oh, Frankie passed. Good job. Passed the eval.
Frankie passed take profit trader. Okay. Frankie, you lock in that buffer and then you start taking your payouts. Congratulations. That's a huge step. You are now what we call a professional trader. I'm so happy for you, Frankie. Yo, Nav, those are some dope medals, dude. I mean, Frankie, I remember when I I blew my first couple of fundeds, but that's not the point. I remember passing them and getting those certificates and being like, "Holy crap, I did it!" And there's nothing like it when you pass that first eval and they're like, "Yo, here's your funded." Like that's the start of that's that feeling. That's that start of the feeling. It's like, all right, like I think I made it. I can do this. It's and it just seeing that certificate just brings back all sorts of memories right now of like, oh, with a violent move up.
Full delivery. Target's been hit, man.
SQs just took a major dump. ES just pumped it straight up too.
You want to go back to that
nothing
range high?
popped up. Nothing popped up in newsfeed, or it could just be from what at 10:13, ECB's President Lagarde was set to take the stage at 10:15. So it's still day 2 of the European Central Bank Forum. Other than that, there is no news. Oh, this is your second one? Congrats. Again.
Congrats. Congrats. Now we just got to get you to pay out.
And we will get you to pay out. And once you get that first payout, you're going to want that second payout. And the only way to get that first and second payout and payouts beyond that is to follow your rules. Follow the strategy. Follow the framework. As we are starting to extend upward, we broke top of range, so all targets were hit.
You got one last one, which is the top of the 1 hour range in 8. So this is just the 1 hour. Again, go back to the 1 hour chart. This 1 hour range here.
Oh yeah. Let's see.